we're going to be chatting with a senior colleague who is marking 50 years in broadcast journalism. Jeffrey, you have this one?
Yes, and the one and only Bimbo Oloyede, veteran journalist and producer, joins us right here. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good to see you, ma'am.
I think we're meeting for the first time.
Yeah, such a privilege and honor to meet you.
Thank you.
50 years.
Believe it or not.
I'm supposed to be the one to be asking. Why in a hurry? Because all of us are hurrying to ask.
No. I'm just going to say, 50, some of us were never conceived.
Not even thought of.
Jeff said we're very far away.
She's our benefit of hindsight. And congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's a very natural place to start. Anyone who has done anything for 50 years, that's a lot. And cannot be overlooked. So maybe we'll allow you. I know we've had this conversation over and over, but this is the first time we're hitting 50. So let's walk back again. 50 years down the line. What did you see? What are you seeing? And what do you see?
What did I see? I saw passion. What do I see? I still see passion. And what am I imagining that I will continue to see is passion. Because there are so many things that make it difficult to operate within the media that there's got to be something more than just writing your story, reading the news, conducting an interview. There's got to be more than that. And honestly, I think that's the word, is passion.
Wow. After 50 years.
Yes, because for someone like me, the thing that is most exciting is that every day is different. You may sit in this chair every day, but you talk to different people every day. You learn new things every day. You can express yourself differently every day. So, as I said, for someone like me that gets bored quickly, this is something that I don't get tired of doing.
I always like to say persons within your generation, including our chairman, are our benefit of hindsight. Tell us what it was in this sphere. I'm sure you see what is happening.
Yes, I do.
In the broadcast space. But the foundation was laid by persons like you and the chairman and the rest of them. What was it like?
We actually did not lay the foundations. It was people like late Dr. Christopher Collady, people like, and they're all late, people like late Chief Segun Olushola, people like late Elder Steve Rhodes. These are the people who laid the foundations. There are more, but these are the ones that come to me immediately. They also had an understanding of what this industry was all about. They had a love for it. They had standards that they were not willing to go beneath. And they held you to that standard. I mean, I remember many years ago, we used to have in the continuity booth, we don't have continuity announcers now, but in those days we had a continuity booth. There was a phone, there were two phones. One had a red light, one had a green light. So if you messed up, the red light would flash. And if the green light flashed, it was simply that they had information for you. But when that red light begins to flash, one of these people who is watching, because that's another thing, you see, monitoring. One of these people were watching, and they would pick you up immediately. If they felt that the mistake was that bad, somebody would be standing by to take over. Oh, yes. Yes.
This was on television?
Yes.
Wow.
In those days, that's what happened. I mean, you would have a Christopher Collady saying, "Excuse me, young lady, but where exactly do you think you are? Do you think you're in your sitting room or your lounge or your bedroom, or are you really addressing the public?"
But
when you look at my own generation and below, please tell us our concerns, please, because I mean, you've mentioned passion, you've mentioned standards, standards.
Yes.
Right.
You've not mentioned character, but when you look at my generation and below, how much of a challenge are issues around that? Professionalism, standard, issues around character as well, so long as this profession is concerned.
I think maybe the younger generation, to some degree, have been, what is the word to use, have been blinded by the fact that their faces are known, their voices are known, their names are known. And somehow, because there are times when I train and I can tell those who have teachable spirits. And I can tell those who are thinking to themselves, what's all this? What's all this fuss about? You know, why is she being so particular? After all, I'm doing the job, and people know me, and people wave to me, you know, people recognize me, so what's the big deal? But then I also say to them, okay, so somebody waved at you in recognition. Did they wave at you and say, by the way, that program that you presented the other day, or the program that you produced, oh, it was wonderful. I don't know how you got that idea, or where did you get that idea from? Or did they just wave and pass by? There's a difference. So the waving, you shouldn't be satisfied with just waves. That's my take.
So much to learn from you. We used to watch you and the Ruth Benemesia or peers of this world on television reading the news. As a matter of fact, Jeffrey calls you our hindsight. You were also, she's also a member of the family
better
here.
Than an ancestor, which I've been called before.
Yeah, we watched you on Channels Television. I watched you a lot on Channels Television here before I joined reading the news. So there's so much to learn from you. And I also want you to talk about the evolution of the profession itself, broadcast journalism. Just months ago, we were put on the spot by the NBC on the matter of opinionating. And it's something that you have done prior to this time. So let's learn from your experience of what it was as against what it is now, and what it really should be by broadcast standards.
Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with an opinion being expressed. But I think if you're going to give us your opinion and it is to the left, then you also have to give us a counter. You have to give us an opinion that is equally to the right. Because I don't think that the person who is watching at home is really interested in your bias. I think they don't mind hearing what you think, but then you must also give me something else to think about. So it's not a question of, oh, Jeffrey said it, and so it's rubber stamped. No. Jeffrey said it, but then he also said that there's another option. There's another possibility, okay? So I think we were probably less expressive in the past in terms of our opinions. But then, as you said, you used a word, you talked about evolution. So things change, things move. And the truth is, all around the world, sometimes if you mention a station, you don't really think in terms of who is behind the station. You think about the personalities who are in front of the camera or in front of the microphone. So what is it that makes these people popular? If they didn't have an opinion to share, if they didn't have any information to give, then they would be colorless. So I think there's nothing wrong with expressing your opinion, but I think you should do it courteously. I think you should do it knowledgeably, and I think you should equally give us an alternative, an option.
Well said. In fact, in my head, I was watching something yesterday from Jamie Foxx when he was about to win the Oscars. He said he met Sidney Poitier, who won in '63. When he won another award before that award, and he was becoming a bit careless. So Oprah took him to a meeting, and then that meeting, Poitier was standing afar off, and Poitier told him, "You have to take responsibility." So what he called that forum of elders is the Black Council. You are one of our council. And so we brought that council to television so everybody can learn how it was. But once you're right, you wrote a book. Let's focus on that book. What is the book all about?
Okay, so the book is called Communication and Media in Nigeria. And I did not write it deliberately. When I was thinking about how to commemorate this 50-year milestone, I had written a book a couple of years previously, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to write another one. But I also felt that a book was what was, necessary. So I spoke to a young man, an editor, and I said, look, can we do something a bit different?
That's the book, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. I said, let's invite contributors. Let's speak to a variety of people who have expertise within the media ecosystem, and let's invite them to write. So we did. And I thought, we sent out invitations to quite a lot of people. I was surprised that almost 80% of them said they were willing to write. So what was supposed to actually come out last year, September 1, it took us 2 years to put it together. So it's coming out this year, September 1. And we have, including the editor and myself, 60 contributing authors. And they have written across the gamut, from broadcasting to radio to print to advertising to PR, different chapters. And I think it is a book that will bridge the gap, because the primary audience or the primary recipients, actually, the intention is that students should be the primary recipients of this book. I have been to a variety of higher institutions, I've taught, and I've discovered that when I go with professional colleagues, there is a big difference between what they are being taught from the textbook and what is actually happening in the real world. And so I felt that this would be a way of bridging the gap, giving them real-time information, from people who have been in the industry. Some of them are retired, some of them are still practitioners, some of them, actually, I think about 3 or 4 are from channels.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
interesting.
No. Yes.
It's a must read. It's a must read then.
It is a must read. It really is. It really
I'm
is.
sure a tool for education for young persons and universities as well who want to consider broadcasting as a profession.
Yes, not just students, but I mean the practitioners. Will get something out of it, and scholars, because we have some of the people who have written academics. Some of them are professors. So there's a whole lot that you can get from it on 3 different levels. Yeah.
Okay, just away from your book a bit. There's the argument as to, this morning we had that debate a bit here, that some of you females are calling for, clamoring for, perhaps gentle men and gentle women of the press. I wonder what you make of that debate.
I think it's gentle women of the press.
No. Do we do beauty women of the press?
No, we don't. We don't. I'm perfectly okay with gentlemen of the press. Frankly, yeah, I don't see why.
Not.
No, I'm okay.
She's okay with it. She's okay with it. Yeah, I mean, what it's well, if I say what's in a name, I'll be opening a different can of worms. So that's not the point. Gentle women of the press. We don't have to. It's not that deep. We don't have to go that far. Really.
We must answer
You just
this
say it's not that deep?
Yes, that's what I said.
And the last I checked, you're over 70. You must be, that must be the Gen Z part of this. Over 70.
As we wind down, there's a question that crossed my mind, and that would be, with the reality of where we live, I mean Nigeria and all the encumbrances we deal with as a people and as young persons who have seen persons ahead of them, why should a young person in 2026 consider broadcasting as an option, as a career path?
Why not? Why not? Because you are consistently having to learn new things. You learn a little bit of so many different things, and it is it's a stepping stone as well to a lot of other things. I think that if you are serious about being a broadcaster, and you become one for the right reasons, not just because you want your face to be known or you want your name to be known, but because you want to make a contribution to a system that is alive and, well, dare I say it, alive and well. I know that well is relative, but alive and well, okay? You want to make a contribution to it, then I don't see any reason why somebody would not wish to be a broadcaster. I think it's a noble profession. It opens doors to a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of places, and I think it makes you relevant within society. Why not?
Yes,
why not be a broadcaster?
Those are the perks in terms of the relevant society and giving you a voice. Well, thank you. Any last thoughts before we wrap up? So we know September 1 you're launching the book, or the book will be released?
It will be, publicly released on September
Is there a venue?
There is a venue. It is at the Lagos Coliseum the Lekki Coliseum in Lekki, but it is by invitation. It will be a media event. Because it is for the media. But there's one thing that I didn't say when we were talking about the book, and that is that the idea is that we are going to distribute 5 copies of these books to each of 200 institutions of higher learning that we have identified. Institutions that offer courses in communication and media studies. And so we're hoping that members of the public will join us to make it possible. Go out on campus tours, do direct delivery, whichever, as long as we get those copies into the libraries of those institutions. Fantastic.
So we're going to do something different, because not every day we see you. So we're going to make the most of this 50th anniversary.
Yes.
That's your camera. I think that's
camera 5.
Camera 5.
So, that one.
We're going to all,
sign out.
Sign out on the show, and then you'll be the last to sign out for us. Is that okay, ma'am?
Why not? I'm here.
So let's relive 50 years. So guys, that's it on the program. Thank you. I was thinking I was on my camera. Where am I? Oh. That's it on the program. Thank you so much for your time and company. I'm Jeffrey Uzongo. Bye-bye.
Well, Sunrise Daily is up next, and then again, it's been 1 week since the kidnap in Niger State. We're calling on the Niger State government to come clean with Nigerians with data as to how many Nigerians were kidnapped and how many were killed. That's the show, everyone, for the week as well. I'm Kelly Egiga.
We'll be back again on Monday. Do have yourselves a lovely weekend. I am Bukola Koka signing out before the veteran who now signs out.
Thank you very much for joining all of us on the show today. The morning brief. We will be back on Monday morning for another brief morning. My name is Bimbo Oloyede.
Thank you. Thank you so much.